So there is currently an insane level of coping and seething that's happening from certain people over on X that worked for Blizzard and are watching this game, Marvel Rivals, come out and completely decimate the competition completely. It is absolutely insane. I mean, if you look at the numbers here for Marvel Rivals, you're going to notice that the game hit an all-time peak in not even 24 hours, because it hasn't been 24 hours yet. It's been only about 16 hours, but the game has hit a peak so far of 444,286 at the time of filming this video. That is an absolute insane number to come out from a brand new game, but to be honest, was kind of expected considering that, number one, the IP, obviously, and number two, it's free to play.
Show me the money!
That's it, brother, but you got to yell that shit!
Show me the money!
I need to feel you, Jerry!
Show me the money!
To be honest with you, these are the kind of numbers that Concord was trying to reach, although Concord thought that the modern audience was going to be able to give them these numbers, and little did they know that they were only able to get a few hundred, let alone a few 100,000. So let's get into this article from Fandom Polls. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that YouTube algorithm. So it says, former Blizzard president deletes post calling Marvel Rivals an Overwatch clone, sounds like Cope, that stole Black Widow from WIDOWMAKER. Now, I don't, bro. Okay, I can understand calling it a clone. No problem. You guys want to have your tit for tat with Tencent, whatever, that's fine. You can call it a clone, perfectly fine, right? That's your opinion. But to say that Black Widow was stolen from WIDOWMAKER is ridiculous, considering how old Black Widow actually is and how long that she's been around compared to WIDOWMAKER. It's absolutely freaking insane. So it says former Blizzard president Mike Ybarra deleted a post where he claimed that developer NetEase cloned Overwatch and stole the character of WIDOWMAKER to create Black Widow. In a now deleted post, and again, he probably deleted his post because, let's be real, he doesn't want to get his ass sued. Most likely, he probably had a little bit of a melty melt after he saw the numbers, because again, if you look at these numbers and you are Overwatch, you're probably having a little bit of a melty melt too, considering. Now, to be fair, Marvel Rivals obviously is brand spanking new, has a lot of casual players playing the game, and will most likely taper off pretty hard after a month. But to say that it's not successful for its opening launch, well, that would be a lie. Then it says the post was in a now deleted post on X, Ybarra wrote, looks like Overwatch Marvel Rivals ships tomorrow, much like Light of Mortarum, a clear copy of HDD out of China. He added, I mean, even the character name, WIDOWMAKER in Overwatch versus Black Widow in Marvel Rivals, LOL, NetEase/Tencent, all the same. Bro, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Seriously? So you're saying that WIDOWMAKER, bro, oh my God, you're saying Black Widow is a copy of WIDOWMAKER just because of the name alone? It is Marvel Rivals, you freaking idiot. It's Marvel Rivals. Black Widow has been around for way longer than WIDOWMAKER. What are you saying right now? That is the most ridiculous. He must have been drunk. There's no way you're this retarded. He must have been drunk. This post was quickly community noted. It read, Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, is a popular Marvel hero who has made her comic debut in 1964, more than 50 years before Overwatch and WIDOWMAKER were ever created. The poster is spreading misinformation. Bro, you deserve to be absolutely cooked for that. And I'm glad, this is why he probably deleted it, because of the community note, to be honest with you. But most people didn't even need a community note to know that Black Widow is not a copy of WIDOWMAKER. You got to be absolutely insane to even remotely say that. And again, I want to reiterate to you guys, he's not saying that the character is a copy in terms of the gameplay, in terms of the combat. He's not saying that. He's saying that Black Widow is a copy of WIDOWMAKER because of the name. That shows a level of ignorance that I didn't even think was even possible. And yet here we are watching it play out on screen. It's insane. While he deleted the original post, he did reiterate his belief that it's seemingly an Overwatch clone. When asked what he thought about Marvel Rivals, he responded, if you like Overwatch, you might like it. He also backpedaled, claiming that he worded his original post wrong. He wrote, worded poorly, had to delete massive DMs of Blizzard sucks, which should be expected, I guess. Good, you deserve it. You deserve it for something stupid that you clearly did not word incorrectly. You meant everything that you said. You just don't like the backlash that you got to it. Had you not gotten the massive amount of DMs, had you not gotten the backlash for it, I am sure that you would have kept it up. If you didn't get community noted, I am sure you would have kept it up. But you did it because you got the backlash. It's clear what they are doing. He added, it's not the first time. Once the NetEase deal went south, everything was a free-for-all, and it all went into hyperdrive. Listen, you don't own the arena-style gameplay of Overwatch. You don't own it. That's not yours. You don't own it. So, yeah, Overwatch might have been a thing, sure. But you guys have been sucking lately. That's not our fault. And then Valorant is also a thing. And then now Marvel Rivals is going to be a thing. You don't own it, right? That's like Fortnite trying to claim that they own the Battle Royale scene. They don't own it. They just are the top tier of that particular scene. You guys are angry because real competition has now entered the fray, and you don't know how to handle it. And again, this is a former World of Warcraft employee. This is not a current World of Warcraft employee or Blizzard employee, I should say. So why exactly are you getting angry? Who really knows? Anyway, even more humiliating for Ybarra is that Marvel Rivals demolished the peak player counts for Overwatch 2 on Steam. The game hit an all-time peak of 444,286 on its release day and currently has over 300,000 concurrent players in-game as of writing. For comparison, Overwatch 2 hit an all-time peak concurrent players of 75,000 when it released back in August of 23. As of writing, just 34,000 people are in-game, and it had a 24-hour peak of 37,133. That's really what this is about. That's what this is about right here. This game is getting absolutely cooked by Marvel Rivals, and the only fault that it has is of its own. And again, I want to reiterate, that's not to be ignorant at the fact that Marvel Rivals is probably going to tank over the next month, and it should still have decent players. I mean, I would expect this game would probably taper off at about 100,000 consistently for a while, and then after a few months, it'll probably be under that. But still, this game is cooking the competition, and that is not the fault of this game. That is the fault of you allowing them to cook you like this and not providing players with what they want to the point where you could get to numbers like this. Then Marvel Rivals' all-time peak is already 487% more than Overwatch 2, and it's quite possible that all-time peak could increase as the game heads into its first weekend. That's the amazing thing. It's not even the weekend yet, my guy. This is a weekday. We're not even talking about Friday, Saturday, Sunday. What happens when this game hits the weekend? This shit's going to explode. It says, while NetEase was clearly inspired by Overwatch from Marvel Rivals, the game is clearly different. It would be like claiming World of Warcraft was a copy of EverQuest, which, by the way, that did happen. That did happen back in the day. People were saying that World of Warcraft was a hardcore copy of EverQuest. That was happening a lot. So, and then also every single game that tried to come out and compete against World of Warcraft, people were trying to say were copies of World of Warcraft. So, this has been a thing for a long, long time. This has been a mindset in gamers for a long time, and it's not ever going to change. It would be like, nevertheless, that does not also negate actions NetEase took in the past, where they clearly did just steal and copy from World of Warcraft. Now, again, I want to reiterate something. These developers, Chinese developers, they're not exactly known for their original IP. You know what I mean? Like they are, for all intents and purposes, heavily inspired by a lot of the successful video games that are out there. Let's not pretend like that's not the case. However, the simple fact is that the statement that was made by Ybarra about Black Widow is the one that is extremely incorrect. And this is why we are focusing on that statement specifically, because that's not good, right? That's not good for the overall image. And if you really want to claim that this game is an Overwatch clone, that's not the way that you're going to go about it. You're going to get absolutely roasted if you continue to go down that path, just like you did, which is the reason why you ended up deleting your post in the first place. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.